That's right, Katrina. Today was the first of Kirk Ferentz's weekly press conferences for the football season. I'm Jalen Socek.
And I'm Danny Payne. Now, Jalen, a lot to talk about leading up to the season home opener against Northern Iowa, but first, some sad news from Ferentz to start things off.
That's right, Danny. Ferentz started the conference with news that junior defensive tackle Darian Cooper underwent a season-ending surgery on his knee this Monday.
Darian Cooper did undergo knee surgery yesterday. He's had some knee issues for the past year and was able to play in the bowl game despite some of those issues and just hasn't been able to push forward. So that was addressed yesterday. We don't expect him to play this year. A tremendous young guy, and it's hard anytime anybody loses time for an injury. And Darian joins Adam Cox on that front, so certainly we're feel bad about that.
The team's depth in the defensive interior is definitely in question, as Iowa will now have to rely heavily on sophomore Jaleel Johnson, a third stringer.
Senior defensive tackle Carl Davis says it's time for the younger guys, like Johnson, to step it up.
Cooper, he was a big loss. He was a guy that come in, gave us a lot of energy, and he made some plays when he came in. He was a guy, he knew what he was doing. He had a lot of experience. He played a lot, and we just lost some experience. And we got younger guys that got to step up.
How the team is preparing to take on the Panthers for their first game at Kinnick Stadium this season, was another hot topic today.
With UNI's consistent and big offense, Ferentz believes Iowa's defense has their work cut out for them.
I haven't done the numbers, but I'm guessing they got a bigger line than we do. Just most people do. And although the sheriff might be tilting the deal a little bit, but these guys are big. They've got big guys up front, and more importantly, they're very well coached. And the thing I'll go back to just a year ago, if you look at their opening ball game, which I did in week 2 of last year or 3, whatever it was, and I was just so impressed with the execution, the level of execution that they displayed in their first game. And you take the guys up front that block like these guys do, and then throw a very talented, experienced quarterback, another quarterback that's very dangerous, and a running back who's good, and good receivers. I mean, we got a heck of a challenge on our hands defensively right now.
One player who Ferentz is looking to help on the defensive side of things, senior linebacker Quentin Alston.
Our football reporter Chelsea Brown caught up with the linebacker earlier today.
Hey guys, Chelsea Brown here alongside linebacker Quentin Alston. And I know, Quentin, every year is obviously a transitional year, but Kirk said in his press conference that a lot of experience on the defense side. After camp and everything, what's your outlook on the defense?
I feel like we're a really aggressive defense. You're going out there and playing with instinct, and I just tell these guys each and every day, if you mess up, just tell them it's my fault. I'm the middle linebacker. I'll take the heat for it. So just go out there and play fast. That's all I want you to do.
And obviously some former Hawkeyes you're going to see, running back Sparkley Hill and Michael Malloy. How do you got to deal with that friendly competition?
When it hits the field, we don't have any friends out there. As soon as you put that helmet on, it's purely business. It's focus, and we're just trying to come out with a W. So that friendship they can put on hold until after the game. But up until then, we're opponents right now. We're foes. So we're just going out there trying to get this W.
And how important is it not only winning your first game just for record-wise, but also for the team's confidence? How important is that?
The first step, regardless of the year, we need that first win. It's it's a good step in the right direction, and ultimately, every team in the Big Ten, every team in the country is to win a championship. So you can't win a championship without first, getting that first step. So we're just going out there, be confident, hopefully come out there with a W.
All right. Well, thank you, Quentin, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Chelsea. And before we leave, we have some news on a couple of former Hawkeyes.
That's right, Danny. Quarterback Cody Sokol was a 5th-year transfer from Iowa to Louisiana Tech, and it was just announced that he'll be the starter for the Bulldogs in their opener against Oklahoma this Saturday. Sokol redshirted at Iowa in 2012 and saw action in 1 game in 2013, but it didn't record any stats.
A.J. Derby is another former Hawkeye who is seeing his name on a depth chart as well. Derby left the program back in January of 2012 after a reluctant move to the linebacker position from quarterback. He transferred to Arizona with 1 year left of eligibility and is now listed as the Razorbacks' starting tight end for their home opener against Auburn.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight, unfortunately, but be sure to check us out tomorrow for a sit-down interview with the new head soccer coach, David Diani.
Katrina, Anna, back to you.